हमारे एक बात समझ नहीं आ रही है, यहाँ एल्यूमिनियम की हंडिया पड़ी थी, वहाँ मिर्जा की चप्पलें पड़ी थी, यहाँ 2 बकरियां बांध रखी हैं, साला हमारा ही बल्ब मेरा निकालने के लिए।
अरे बल्ब ना चोरी हुई, निगोड़ी जायदाद चोरी हो गई है।
इनकी जायदाद वाली सूरत कहाँ? आज से पार्किंग दो, 50 रुपया रोज का।
हमारा जाओ अपनी बकरियों के साथ बैठो, ठीक है? और ना ठोक देंगे तुम्हें, समझे?
Joining us today is director Shoojit Sarkar. His film Gulabo Sitabo starring Amitabh Bachchan and Ayushmann Khurrana will be out soon. Are you excited that your film's on OTT?
I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I don't know because first time I am on a digital platform and first time the film is releasing. So the anxiety is the same, like similar, how people are going to react, and I hope they don't reject the film.
I think the good part about this is that you won't really get to know what people are thinking apart from the reviews, because nobody talks about box office numbers.
That's definitely a relief, and also there is no interval point, so there's another relief. So because when we write and make a film, we don't think of interval points, but we make the entire script. So, and it's a satire, and as you know that I have never touched on satire. So this is the first social satire from my stable. So and satires are very difficult. Satire can go either way.
Yeah.
Either way it can go. So people may get it, people not get it, people may like it, people may not like it. But I have tried a satire and I'm quite satisfied.
I want to understand from you, what was Amitabh Bachchan's and Ayushmann Khurrana's reaction like when they got to know that this will be an OTT release?
When we decided, me and Ronnie and Sheel, that decided that we will go on a digital release, that's when we really were sure and decided in our minds that yes, let's take this step. We first went to Mr. Bachchan, and Mr. Bachchan heard us. I think his experience is much more than what my age and his experience is possibly more same. And then he gave us the nod, and then we moved on. So his blessing was most important. With Ayushmann also, it took a little time for understanding and to and fro, and because for him also it was first time. So as for me also it was first time, and it's bound for the first time when you're taking these kind of decisions. It always takes. The insecurity creeps in any way. You cannot. When we were also deciding, we were thinking also quite many times: should we do it? Should we not do it? So I think same happened with Ayushmann, but I think finally he was absolutely okay. And also for the industry, the way the thing is, there is always a saying that who will bite the bullet first. So
Right.
we bit the bullet first. So you can, and then possibly what happens in the industry, you will know. And already the films are releasing now.
Yes.
So you can understand. Yeah. So we took the bullet first.
Yeah, we're obviously seeing more films on OTT now. Like we're hearing that it's in news now. Gunjan Saxena is coming on Netflix.
Yeah, there's a big production house. They have issued. They're launching a film.
Yeah. But there was this backlash from the exhibitors' end as well. Do you think that's fair? Because we didn't see it in the past when, say, a Dhoomketu released on Z5. We did not see any of that. But of course, this was because people like Amitabh Bachchan and Ayushmann Khurrana are there in the film, which is why it happened. Do you think that's fair for exhibitors to,
We call the cinema theaters our own family members. They are not any different because we make films, they exhibit films. They exhibit films, that's why we make films also. That's why our film goes there. So it's both ways. So maybe they have been little overboard in terms of their reaction, which I hope they realize that, slowly we'll talk and discuss. But we could have talked and, found out what was the way ahead. So you must understand that, and they also must understand that releasing a film is also running the industry. It's running the production house. It's also running the technicians. It's like a machine, machinery ki tarah, it should move on. So if we wouldn't have, we would have waited for so long that this machinery would have stopped.
Coming to the film, did the two of them, like Amitabh sir and Ayushmann, did they know that they'll be acting together, they'll be in this project together?
The casting happened quite a long time back. So when Mr. Bachchan was, we were doing the casting of Mr. Bachchan when because he's the first one who came on board. So then he didn't know about that Ayushmann is coming on board. Later I told him, sir, Ayushmann is board. He was also very excited. He said, oh, very good. That's very good, Shri. Of course, Ayushmann was excited because he knew it was with Mr. Bachchan. And it was almost a kind of a camaraderie in the film, which was the bonding was very beautiful actually. Hate relationship, but still you feel like they're bonded possibly, or they know each other.
On the set, I want to understand, when you were shooting with them, was it like one take okay kind of a scenario, or did you do multiple takes?
Both are from different schools. Mr. Bachchan is absolutely mostly first take, max 2 takes if there's a technical fault. So that's what, even I am also very quick. I don't waste time on 5 takes, 10 takes, 20 takes, 30 takes. No. Whatever I have to get in 1, 2, 3, 4 maximum. Very rarely that I have crossed 4th take or the 5th take. With Ayushmann, yes, he's like a spontaneous actor. Sometimes he will improvise. So we will do some rehearsals and we'll somehow come to a point where we agree upon, and then so there were not many takes in this film. So very few that we went on for 2 or 3 takes. The only time that we had to go for many takes, when I think one video you have seen, when we had to break one wall.
Right.
So Ayushmann had to kick it. So it would not never fall, it will be just there. So we had to really work hard, and I don't know how many takes we went for so that smoothly the wall breaks.
With respect to Amitabh sir's character, did you always have him in mind as Mirza?
We conceived the film thinking about him. Started with the first thing, I think Juhi gave an idea to Mr. Bachchan that this is the way I'm thinking as a character, and that's when he said, "Oh, lovely! I would want to explore this." That's when I think she started scripting it.
Okay.
So we bounced first time on itself when I heard the first line. We went and bounced it off to him.
The physical appearance of a character, where did the reference come for that? Is there somebody in real life you knew, or like how did that come about?
See, his look is very common. You go to an old city, you will find many characters. You just go to old city of Lucknow, or you go to an old city of Aligarh, or you go to old city of Delhi, Jama Masjid. You will find exactly a character like him. So that was not much difficult. He was very excited about this look. But we warned him that, sir, this is going to be really taxing. This is going to be difficult, sir. We kept on warning him. Ronnie kept on warning him, because Ronnie, my producer, he knew that we are shooting in the month of June, July. Again reminded, sir, this is going to be very taxing. So are you sure? And can we minimize it? We can do things. No, I wouldn't want to go like this. Then we told him, so then fine, let's push the shoot from June, July. Let's do it in winters so that, you're at peace, you're easy. No, I want to shoot in June, July in the heat. Do you have any problem? I said, no, I have no problems. So he's like this, so you can understand.
When you made Piku also, I thought it was a very, I would say a normal topic, but nobody really looked at it from that angle. I want to understand from you, how do you create this sort of mundane but relatable into this cinema like experience? How does that happen for you?
Daughters also tell me that you're so mundane, generally, so.
But it's related.
Like the other day, Mr. Bachchan, I think he sent a tweet or blog that it is Shujit who is Mirza, not me. He said that somewhere, I don't know where, somebody told me. So, no, I think I see life like this. I mean, I lived a very ordinary life, very, very simple, ordinary life. I've seen things all around like this. So when Juhi wrote the script and when we discussed, so we come out with similar issues. Also, Juhi is born and brought up in Lucknow, so she's also seen this world.
Right.
So I think it's your basic outlook, what you see around and what you observe and what you pick and present in front, and through these you can visualize or especially see what the director is all about.
There's obviously been this debate around the film, not debate actually, like a controversy around the film with regards to plagiarism and that the story, Akira's saying that it was his dad's story, and there's this whole back and forth going on with regards to that. What do you feel about it? Do you feel that unless somebody watches the film, it's unnecessary to come up with that, or do you feel like there's a right to say?
Everybody has a right to say anything. I mean, that's not a problem. And there are many ideas that may have, you know, somebody may think that, okay, this is my idea. But I guess the trailer is not just the right uh, thing to decide, right source to decide, okay, this is it possibly. It possibly is always there. So you come and have a conversation and, you do it. Problem only happens when you go to press first and then you come to us, you know. So that's when the intentions are seen. But, first going to, you are doing this and then in the middle you're going to press also. First finish it off and then, of course, we both will have a conversation on this. And I'm ready to defend, if required, whatever is required. The moving on, we will defend our story and our copyright on the film.
You're a Satyajit Ray diehard fan. I want to understand from you, what do you feel about his films being, presented in color now? We've seen a debate around Pothor Panchali, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So what do you feel about his films being presented in color? Do you think that they should just remain in black and white? That's where the real essence lies.
See, I have a very strong feeling that any piece of art shouldn't be touched. And Ray has created some really a piece of art through his films, and I don't think it should be touched. You can restore it for as long as you want because it's a piece of art which you will never get again. So, but I don't think we should touch and do any kind of tinkering with these these creations. So he's conceived it like this, the way it was in original, the way he thought. He never thought it like this in colors. I mean, you can just see it for the fun of it, but I think as a piece of art, I don't think an art should be touched. His creations should be touched at all.
I think we've come to the end of this chat, and I wish you all the best for the release of the film on digital platform. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking. Thanks so much.